Everybody, we are coming up to 7 o'clock. Appreciate you being with us. I'm Gene Levanchi.
And I'm Nicole Gabe, and hopefully everybody's feeling pretty good after yesterday's heat. I was telling Gene earlier, it's funny, I actually had a friend text me from Florida. I bet you're jealous of the people down in Fort Myers because it was hotter here than Florida.
Yeah,
Crazy,
I mean,
right?
it was extreme heat here.
Yeah.
There was nothing normal about what we had yesterday. And I wish I could tell you there's huge improvements today. Huge no, slight yes. Instead of the warnings that we had yesterday, we've got a simple heat advisory. It still means it's going to feel like it's about 100 this afternoon outside, but for many of you, temperatures will actually be about 10 degrees cooler than they were yesterday. We're still starting in the 80s, 85 to get you out the door in Boston, 81 in Beverly and Plymouth. I mean, this is really warm and muggy air first thing this morning. A temperature set to climb to near 90 this afternoon in Boston. I think a local sea breeze probably going to keep you from getting back to 90, which would be day 4 of a heat wave if that was to happen. We also have the slight chance for a little afternoon pop-up thunderstorm. What I'm expecting is that there's going to be a little something on radar that most of you will skip. So it's going to be very isolated, very hit or miss. There's your beach 80s, inland 90s this afternoon with that slight risk for a storm.
So hot. We're only going up from here.
Yeah, incredibly hot. I mean, yesterday, I want to give you a little perspective. Yesterday, we hit 102 degrees. It was the hottest recorded temperature in the month of June in Boston. Records go back to 1872. And it's only the 4th time it's even been 100 or hotter in the city. And there were other spots that were hotter than that. I mean, we got up to 107 in Medford and Methuen. That is gross. That's not the heat index. That was the temperature. That was the high temperature. This morning is 70s and 80s, already steamy and humid outside. 80s and 90s on the way this afternoon. Great advice. Have that Boston 25 weather app nearby because there will be just a couple of pop-up thunderstorms. You can see highs this afternoon, 80s beaches, 90s inland. So the spots where we have 90s on the map, this will be the 4th day of a heat wave for you. Big changes roll in tomorrow. Look at those temperatures back in the 70s. Cooler, cloudier, and a little bit soggier at times later this week as well. You can see Futurecast up on your screen. I'm actually going to back things up a little bit here because I do want to talk about that chance for some showers over the next couple of days. This is a look ahead to this afternoon where we have, again, just a hit or miss shower in the forecast. There's not much coverage from these, but where we get them locally, heavy rain, lightning, and gusty winds are expected. Tomorrow afternoon, it's more of like a spot shower that we have, a little bit of patchy rain, kind of cloudy, a little bit damp outside. Again, most of your day is dry. It's just you need to be on the lookout in the afternoon. Friday looking pretty dry to me, but then we hit the weekend and we get some renewed shower chances coming through. I've got a couple rounds of wet weather on Saturday. Sunday, the chance for a little morning shower, but it's as this system comes through, warm front could trigger a little wet weather in the morning and then a cold front in the afternoon, and these could be thunderstorms on Saturday. In between, I'm hoping that we have a dry lull, but I want you to pay close attention to that weekend weather. And then on Sunday, the best chances in the morning as that front slides a little bit further away from us. We should be able to dry out, turn partly sunny for the afternoon, and get back up to about 80 degrees. I've got 80s and 90s next week as heat and humidity build back in. A cool spot, maybe go to the beach. I've got a great weather from your window photo this morning from Bob. He emailed me this morning with this Plymouth Harbor. Does that not take your breath away? I mean, what a gorgeous start to the day, and the beaches will actually be a little bit cooler today. Boston's already at 85 degrees. It's not even 8 in the morning. It's 85. It feels like near 90 for your heat index, and that feels like temperature is probably going to be about 10 degrees higher than air temperatures outside. So, you know, I've got 94 in Natick, and it's probably going to feel like it's 100 or a little over that this afternoon. Boston could hit the lower 90s. If that happens, it will be day number 4 of an official heat wave in Boston. We've already got the heat wave official because we had 3 days in a row with 90 plus heat. It's just a little iffy whether Boston gets to 90, only because we're expecting local sea breezes to keep that coastline just a little bit cooler, which is going to be helpful if you're headed to the coast. Situate 86, Sandwich 88. I'm not promising you this is like a safe heat. You still need to be careful, staying hydrated, taking breaks, going in the shade when you need it. But 94 in Brockton and Taunton, it's just not as high as it was yesterday, where it was about 10 degrees above that. That's right. Yesterday we had a lot of hundreds on the map. Futurecast this afternoon has just a couple of hit or miss thunderstorms popping up. Localized downpour, thunder and lightning, and a gusty breeze is the most concerning piece of any of these. But coverage is small. Overall, I'd say like 30 to 40% of our area gets a quick passing shower. Rest of you, more than half of you, will stay dry today. And then tomorrow, there's an afternoon chance for a couple spotty showers, a lot more clouds, cooler temperatures as well. You'll see temperatures here as we settle into the end of the week. We've got 90s today, 70s. Thursday through Saturday. So talk about a different feel. Best chance for rain. This is Saturday. Here's Sunday. Best chance for rain over the weekend will be on Saturday. We've got both a morning chance with the warm front and an afternoon chance with the cold front. In between might be dry. Into Sunday, it just depends how quickly that front pulls away. Right now,
really toasty, 84 degrees already, and I'm looking behind you, Shiri. And it's 101, that heat index. Yeah. Craziness.
It's going to be our final day of this heat and humidity. Are you guys ready for a break yet? Are you loving it?
I'm okay with it. It is like a really, remember yesterday I said, I think, what did I say, 95 is my threshold?
Yeah. So, I mean, we far surpassed that threshold.
Yeah, that's what, like, we could go down a little bit.
And we will. So today is going to be a little closer to Nicole's threshold. I think we blew my threshold, like, out of the water on Sunday. Like, I am ready for the cool down. Heat index up to 101 today. So this is a dangerous heat. If you're not being smart, you're not being careful. We've got heat advisories. We don't have them at the coastline because there will be a little sea breeze that helps keep things a little more moderated, a little cooler. But we're at 87 right now in Boston, and it's 8 in the morning. You know, we could hit 90 before any kind of sea breeze pops up in Boston today. 80 in Worcester, 83 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 86 in Hyannis. You can see today's forecast has temperatures kind of hovering in the upper 80s most of the day in Boston. Yeah, we could make it into the lower 90s. We're going to go partly cloudy with the small chance for a pop-up thunderstorm coming through this afternoon. But the beaches will tend to be a little cooler today. Cape's going to be back in the 80s. I've got those 90s inland. And where we get 90s today, it will be our 4th day of this heat wave. Catherine? A little bit, but I mean, the beaches are still going to be in the 80s, near 90 degrees, so it's still going to be hot. Maybe not as extreme as yesterday, but still really hot. Yesterday we hit 102. It's the hottest June record, June high temperature that we've ever recorded in Boston. Those records date back to 1872. Only 4 times, including yesterday, has it even made it to 100 degrees in Boston this month. Other spots were much hotter. I mean, at the top of the list, Methuen in Medford, 107. That wasn't the heat index. That was the actual air temperature. So it felt like Austin, Texas. Yesterday afternoon, it was hot, hot, hot. Today we've got 80s and a humid start to the day. I've got 80s and 90s depending on where you are this afternoon. Great idea to have that Boston 25 weather app on hand because we do have just a couple thunderstorms in the forecast today. Most of the day is going to be dry. You could see beach 80s, inland 90s. I think Boston probably just based on where we started this morning and how the warm-up's going, I think we probably make it into the 90s in Boston for high temperatures. Tomorrow, it's 70s, which is going to feel a heck of a lot better. And it's because we've got a cold front that comes through, and then we've got this onshore wind. That's a formula for lower temperatures for the rest of the week, in fact. So this is our final really hot day out there. We do have the risk for a couple thunderstorms, not so much expecting severe weather today, but you're going to see a couple of storms bubble up, pop up this afternoon. Very hit or miss on radar within southern New England. Many more of you missing than hitting these storms, but they'll be out there. We've got a couple downpours. You'll have to watch out for some lightning and some gusty winds as those briefly come through. Tomorrow, it's just plain scattered showers in the afternoon. Again, kind of patchy, so not everybody gets hit by these. I am thinking just plain rain, though. And you can see we've got slightly elevated shower chances, a little chance each day. And then on Saturday, we've got a better chance. And I'm thinking early and late, we've got a couple rounds of showers and storms on Saturday. Sunday, it's a morning chance for a shower, and then we should dry out.